Hey everybody, welcome back to Laps Comic Fan, and today we are talking the 2025 Superman teaser trailer. It seems ridiculous to talk about a teaser, but that's what us nerds do. If you guys like the content, consider subscribing, and if you would leave a like, that helps out tremendously to get my stuff out there. I'd appreciate it. We're going to be doing our annual Christmas live show, which I'll be doing. I'm going to go over a bunch of omnibuses that I've bought over the year, and we're going to look at some new things that I've bought. We're going to talk about some other stuff. It'll be fun. We'll talk about some old comics. I'm going to bust out a box of some old comics, and we're going to look at them and just see some of the ridiculousness that is that. But yeah, it'll be a lot of fun, man. If you have nothing else to do after you've opened presents and eaten, and if you're not watching football, which there is a game, or if you're watching the NBA, come join me, man. It'll be fun. All right, cool. Let's hit it. Ooh. All right, so the suit, I don't mind the suit. The boots look a little bit weird. They look like snow boots, and I don't like the shoulder pad thing. I just don't like it. It's going to work at the Daily Planet there. Yeah. Okay. Beating down Superman, bleeding. What's happening here? Awesome. I don't care that you directed that. That's great. Are you gonna do well with this? Alright, so that's gonna be crypto. It's gotta be. And this is gonna divide people quite a lot if this is crypto here.
Crypto. Home. Take me home.
Alright, crypto. I'm good with that. Oh! Yes! Okay, that is much better. That is a much better Luthor. Alright, yeah. Okay.
Superman.
Okay. Oh, girl. Okay. Okay. My initial thoughts were I genuinely liked it. I genuinely liked what I saw. Now, there's going to be issues. I know crypto, number one, is going to be a gigantic issue. Okay? I could see people talking about crypto being stupid and why is he there and a lot of things. The other thing that I'm going to say right now that is going to hit with people is the first image we see of Superman is a beaten down Superman. That doesn't give us hope. And people are going to use the word hope a lot, right? But not actually tell you what hope. What do you mean by hope? Hope in what? Hope in a better tomorrow? Hoping that we could be better? Hope that what? They're just going to use broad stroking words and they're going to shit on things dramatically, okay? It's going to happen. You're going to see it. The suit's fine to me. I personally don't like the padding on it. I wish it was just the color but plain. Like, I know they got to change some things to make it look now, I guess, updated. I do like the cape, that it looks like it was stitched together so you could kind of tell like his mom made it. I do like that. They're keeping true to that. Guy Gardner. Now, people are going to laugh at his hair, but that's pretty damn comic book accurate. Did it have to be so accurate? I don't know. I did not like his suit. I wish he was just a Green Lantern. I don't know why they change shit like that. Maybe he is and he's just wearing clothes. I don't know. I don't know why they do that. Like just make it comic book accurate. That's all you got to do. Like, if they made things just comic book accurate, your vision should be the story, not what things look like or how a character's supposed to act or those things. If you had hit on what they're supposed to look like, how they're supposed to act, then generally, as long as the story makes sense, you're going to have a great movie. Now, this movie has to be good. Like, it can't just be okay. It has to be good to great, because it's launching a giant franchise that has suffered for quite some time, okay? Everything's going to be compared to the Christopher Reeve movies, be that as it may. You watch them now, they're still fun movies. I have no problem with them. Now, people will tell you that the Donner cut of the second movie is, oh my God, it's so good. It's so good. It's all right. It's okay. It's a giant mess. But people won't tell you that because that's the Superman that they like, okay? And that's fine. If you think it's great, that's fine. I actually like it, but I look at things objectively. Like, I didn't look at, when Superman Returns came out, I didn't look at that and go, oh my God, this was so stupid. I looked at it and went, there's not enough Supermaning stuff. Like, he didn't really do much of anything, and it was really long. The Snyder version, I thought the tone was too dark. Like, the Snyderverse can be dark, right? But Superman has to be bright. It has to give you good feelings. Like, it does. It has to. Now, where the hope comes in, Superman, a lot of people just get Superman wrong. They do. But the people that know it, Superman is made as a character to punch any problem away, okay? That is what he is made for, to punch problems away. The thing that we have to look at Superman through is doing right no matter the circumstance. He will always do what's right. And he does that to give us hope to what we could be or what we could strive to be. But Superman is also jealous of humanity because they have that free will and that choice. So he feels that they are precious and he has to protect that. So he takes on all of the things that humanity shouldn't have to take on so they could strive to make themselves better and not relive the mistakes of Krypton. Not saying that they were technically as far along, but socially, those are the issues. The only thing I wish out of this teaser that was different, I really wish they didn't show Guy Gardner, Mr. Terrific. It should have just been about Superman, because I think that becomes a problem, because it seems like he's trying to launch all of this stuff. Now, if they're, say, the Justice Society, I don't think Guy Gardner, he may have been in there at one point, but I think he was a Justice League International guy. Unless that's what they are. I don't know. That would seem weird. But the JSA would make sense because, you know, they were around before the League and stuff like that. I'm not quite sure why they put Guy Gardner in there. I know Guy Gardner, the big blue Boy Scout, but, you know, he respects him. You know, Guy Gardner is that Green Lantern you either love or hate, but when the shit goes down, he's always there. He's there. He's got it where it counts. Unless he's fighting Doomsday. And then he just gets the living penis driven out of him. So, just like everybody else. We'll go through little parts of it, and I'll give my thoughts. I don't have as much of a problem with us seeing Superman flying, hitting the ground. We don't know what happened. We don't know the story yet of this movie. And I am not going to be looking online for anything. You could tell it's Sunday, and I'm just watching this trailer that I believe dropped on Thursday. I personally, it's too little to judge. I don't want to look at anything. I do not want to be spoiled on this movie whatsoever. I don't even know who the villain is in the movie. There's a lot of things in here that we could see that we'll go through, and I'll give my opinion on who it is or who it isn't. But the only thing, like I said, the only thing I dislike from here is I just, this right here, I do not like. I don't know why. I just don't like those shoulder pads. Like, what does he need shoulder pads for? He's Superman. Why does he need that? I don't know. All right, so we got Clark going through people with his doofy hair right there. I can say this. He definitely looks different as Clark Kent than he does Superman. So, at least that's good. All right, so let's talk about the theme. If you're gonna use it, just use it. I don't know what the rights issues would be. I really don't know. Does he own the music? I don't know. If you're hearkening back and you're gonna use it, just use it. It's the teaser trailer. All right, Lois. I don't know this actress. Her name is Rachel Brosnahan or Brosnahan. I don't know how to say it. So the other actors, there's Skylar Gisondo is Jimmy Olsen. Oh, Will Reeve. Will Reeve is going to make an appearance. He's going to play a TV reporter. Wendell Pierce will be playing Perry White. Sean Gunn is going to be playing Maxwell Lord. Oh, damn. So I wonder if Wonder Woman's going to end up breaking his neck at some point. David Cornsweet as Clark Kent. Nathan Fillion is Guy Gardner. Okay, I didn't know that was him. That was interesting. And Frank Grillo as Rick Flag. And Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor. He looks good as Lex, so I have no problem with that at all. But they got the newsroom right. They got Lois Lane. They got Cat Grant. They got Steve Lombard. Hopefully he's like, oh, what are you doing, Clark? You don't know nothing about football. You guys want some dick? Yeah, I don't have a problem with the Lois casting. Don't know her as an actress. Hopefully she's good. That's all. I mean, that's all you can hope for, is hopefully that these actors and actresses are good in these parts. The story needs to knock it out of the park, though, man. And we have to love it. We have to love it. I love you, Dad. I mean, that's good. Okay, so we're gonna get to this. We're gonna talk about this here. It begins.
Crypto. Home.
Home.
Take me home.
Take me home. I love that right there. That's fantastic. That should have been what the trailer was more of, in my opinion. But it's fine. All right, so let's get it back to here. Crypto. I feel a couple of different ways about crypto. I really didn't care for when they started adding all of these. Still is even before my time, but when you're reading Superman, you know, depending on what you start reading and where you get to, the Bottle City of Kandor, that was a fine explanation. You have a villain that, you know, takes pieces of places and then destroys. So, totally understand that. Totally understand that. Daxamites, not so sure about. It's like, all right, you're trying to make things more Superman. Kara, okay. All right. We get it. Crypto, I don't have as big a problem with. I mean, I do and I don't. And to me, when there's Superman was supposed to be the last being from his planet, right? The last Kryptonian. And now there's like all these other Kryptonians. And it makes him less special. The dude could possibly have a family reunion by this point. I mean, now granted, it would be a very small one, but it would still be one. But crypto, people are going to hate. There's going to be a faction of people that hate this. And there's going to be a faction of people that love this. And then there's just going to be those people that dogs are amazing and I love dogs and how dare you speak badly of a dog. For me, I don't care. I think it personalizes him, humanizes him. He has a dog. I don't have a problem with him carrying him home. I mean, it's Crypto. He has the powers of Superman. When you're down and out and if you have a dog, your dog comes and lays on your lap and he just wants attention because he loves you. So I don't personally have a problem with that. That's really cool. I like that. All right, so Lex, we don't really need anything to talk about Lex. I mean, Lex is the OG Superman villain. I'm pretty sure he was in 1940. I'm pretty positive. I'd have to look it up which Action Comics he was in, but I know it was Action Comics because he was one of Superman's first adversaries. All right, let's continue. Okay, so we got to talk about this. I am going to... I know people, and this right here is going to cause people to have a conniption fit, okay? Let's watch. We're going to watch in slow motion as he gets hit in the head and his head teeny tiny flinches. See that? We'll mute it so we don't have to. Look at that guy behind him. You jerk, man. Watch. Bam. Okay. So his head went dink. But, yeah. It probably shouldn't have happened like that because he's Superman. But him being upset about it and feeling it, yes. He can feel everything, guys. It just doesn't hurt him. But the emotional toll on Superman, I totally understand him being upset about that. Completely understand. He wants to help humanity. And at this point, whatever has happened, possibly a major fight and possibly someone dies, he wasn't able to save or something. Something happens where the people turn on him. At least these people do. And that would be very upsetting for Superman. It would be very upsetting for him. I know, I just, when I saw that, I was like, people are gonna flip out about that. They're gonna fucking lose their mind. There's no way that I go look at comments and there's not a group of people talking about that particular thing. There has to be, because it irked me. Crypto, that and him being down and out and bleeding is the first thing we see of Superman. Because there's never going to be a time where you can please everybody, right? There's just never going to be a time. I'm sure there's trailers out there that the majority like, and which, by the way, the majority like this and are praising this. You're going to have some cynics because why else? I'm not crapping on them because look at the way that major movies have come out lately. They've all pretty much sucked. But this, I just see people losing their shit. He's the Man of Steel. That shouldn't even hear. That should not have made his head go. Okay, we need to talk about this. Okay, so Superman goes in there and he's obviously upset about something. Right? He's upset about something. And who walks in? Who walks in other than Guy Gardner? Guy Gardner was created by John Broome and Gil Kane, okay? And he was supposed to be a parody at first. And he debuted in Green Lantern Volume 2, number 59 in 1968. Now, he was changed. He was changed in the 80s. And I can't remember who did it. I'd have to look it up, but he was changed, and then he became this, like, super macho, I'm Guy Gardner, the one we all know now. But before, he wasn't. He was a jokey parody guy. And, man, we have to look at this again. We have to look at this again. We have to. This is, I don't know. This is beyond hilarious to me. Look at it. You know what's funny to me? It's not even the hair's fine. It's such a bad wig, right? It's such a bad wig. And then we got Hot Girl looking like the Miss Marvel TV show. Like, but it's the suit. Why do they change? Why can't they just do a freaking Green Lantern? Why? Just damn it. Just make him a Green Lantern. All right, so there's also Mr. Terrific there. And, well, I like Mr. Terrific. I don't know what to think about that. Depending on which hot girl that is, I'm going to guess it's Kendra Saunders. That's my guess. I could be wrong. The only reason why I'm guessing that is because I'm actually reading the Jeff Johns 3 Omnibuses of JSA. That's in there. So, yeah, and she first appeared, I think that was then, but I don't remember the issue, but it was in the 1999 through 2007 era of the JSA. Mr. Terrific, though, I like Mr. Terrific, okay? I like him. I don't know why he's in this movie, okay? I don't know why. Mr. Terrific was created by John Ostrander and Tom Mandrake. And he first appeared in a Spectre comic. Don't know the number, don't know the volume, but I know it was a Spectre comic. And he's like, he could be like invisible to technology, and he has the T-spheres, which are like the do anything, get out of problem spheres. It's like, oh, we need this super specific thing. The T-spheres can do it. Bloop. And I'm sure if anybody's been following the animated universe, you saw their version of Crisis on Infinite Earths. We will actually review that one day, all 3 parts compared to the comic book. But he was in that a lot. He was featured in that heavily. He's super smart. He can fly. He can, like, sense danger. Invisible to technology, like I said. He's got a whole bunch of random powers. But I just don't know why he's in here. And look at that suit. Let's go back to this. Look at this suit. What is that? Why is that? Why can't he just be a goddamn Green Lantern? Why has it got to be this? Like, I see the Green Lantern emblem, so this got to be his suit. Why can't they just do the Green Lantern suit? Why? I don't understand why. He already looks ridiculous with the hair, okay? The best Green Lantern depiction that we got was in the Justice League movie, the Snyder Cut. Like, that was the best one that we got. And it was fine. It was fine. But no, we gotta make him look like this. All right, let's go. Hot girl. That's just a big giant beast. I don't know. What's it going on back here? Is that like a 3D projection of something? Because it looks like a hologram. It doesn't look solid enough to be destroying everything. And I highly doubt Superman would be hanging out. I mean, I don't know. The POTP, the power of the pussy, that is quite a power. So, I don't know. And I'm kind of glad that they're showing that relationship with him and Lois, because that was such a huge thing throughout the comics. And Superman laying down here, I'm wondering if it looks like he's at the Fortress of Solitude. So he's got to be upset because his Kryptonian robots, the ones that actually help him in his healing coma when he gets beat down by Doomsday, when he takes out Doomsday, who still lives. So something's going on in the Fortress of Solitude. And, yeah, I don't know. Okay, so my guess right here, my guess is Metamorpho. I could be 100% wrong. Here's a picture of Metamorpho. Right here, that's what he looks like. So, I don't know. Is that enough to be him? I don't know. I don't really know, but they would obviously have to change what he looks like. They're not going to make him look like this. He's got like a super white face, all these different things on him. He could do a bunch of different things. I think he was in the 60s also. I don't know who created him, but I know it was in the 60s. So that's my guess. I can't give you a lot on Metamorpho. I've only read a few with him in there. And yeah. So let's continue. There's the T-spheres. Okay, so here we go. Let's see here. Right here. Okay, so see those little spheres in the air? They're protecting him. But Mr. Terrific, he is very comic book accurate. He's got the T on his face. He's got the T jacket. If he zips it up, goes down to it, and it's got fair play on it, all that stuff. So that is very comic book accurate. The T-spheres are there, everything. See, there we go. There's Mr. Terrific. Which I think it's kind of interesting how it doesn't look like it's painted on there. It looks like he's got some sort of rubber mask on or something, some sort of mask. So I'm interested to see. That's the thing. I'm interested to see what they do with them, but I wish it was in a different movie. Like how he did Guardians of the Galaxy, right? And did like such a great job with them. You know, because they were unknown characters. They weren't really big characters. Why can't he make a JSA movie? If they just did a JSA movie without introducing the characters, you would have been more invested in it. Now you're going to have a pre-expectation of what these characters do, or people might not like them at all. They just might not like them. You know, the movie-going people are a lot bigger crowd than the comic book crowd. So if you don't nail these characters, and if they're not perfect within this Superman movie that needs to be great, it's going to be a problem. Because, like, what he did for the Guardians of the Galaxy took them from basically obscurity, and now they're like a mainstream thing, not necessarily in comics, but in movies. He could have done the same for the JSA. And I don't like that they're introducing three other heroes on top of this. So, and I don't know. I could be wrong, but hey, what do I know? I'm just a guy that talks on YouTube. All right. All right, July 11th. All right, so overall, I like the trailer. I hope the movie is good, and not just good. I hope it's great. It needs to be really good, and it needs to make over $1 billion, in my opinion. It needs to. If it doesn't, and they get another like bomb after that, I don't want to say bomb, but if it doesn't do well and they do more movies and they just don't do well, DC's done. It's going to be done for years because you can't reboot the reboot of a reboot. You just can't do it. And they continually shove this stuff down our throats. And DC has a very good opportunity here because the MCU, like I said, except for Deadpool, has been churning out crap. All right? Just my opinion. If you like it, that's fine. I think it's been shit, okay? I think it's been garbage. And other superhero movies or comic book movies have been shit, all right? They have a very good opportunity. Now, I know it's coming around the same time as the Fantastic Four movie, but let's be real, people. The Fantastic Four movie as a franchise is cursed. And as soon as they said Pedro Pascal was supposed to be Reed Richards, I just was like, all right, I don't even care. And they're doing a female Silver Surfer. Look, I am not sexist. I don't care. But if you're going to do the Silver Surfer, make it the fucking Silver Surfer. Okay? I don't care that there is a female Silver Surfer in the comics. Right. There's a female version of everything. But do the one that people give a shit about. Duh. You got to do it right. And that's what I'm saying. They have such a good opportunity to make a good movie. They do. Like, if they just do it movie by movie, and I'm worried that the dude's taking on too much stuff, that he's not going to put his all into everything that this needs to be. It has to be done correctly. We still have like seven and a half months till this drops. That's still a lot of time. I hope that they release this and they listen to the people. Not everybody who complains about the freaking can hitting the head, but other things. And it's supposed to inspire hope that we can aspire to be something better. Now, when people say hope, that's what they mean. When you hear people just say randomly hope, it didn't show hope. Hope. It's supposed to, Superman is supposed to be the pinnacle of what we can achieve by doing right no matter what we face. Always doing right in the face of evil and in the face of adversity. To be the best that we can be. Humanity, to be the best of humanity, that is what he sees. All right. Well, I hope this is good, guys. So, coming up on the channel, I think you guys are really going to like this. I've spent a lot of time doing this. I'm doing Absolute Batman. I'm going to talk about the DC Universe, man. I have been psyched. They've done 3 issues so far since they did the Absolute Power was the last crossover, and that bled into what they're doing now, and I am excited. They've done Absolute Batman, 3 issues, 2 Absolute Supermans, and 2 Absolute Wonder Womans, and I think they've all been very good, and they actually dropped, finally, after years of not having a book, they finally did Justice League Unlimited, which I thought was really cool, and the story's going to be great. The writers and artists that they have in place for this could be really, really, really good, guys. If you're not reading and if you only care about the movies, I understand, but try to go out there and buy some books, guys. Comic books are fun as hell, dude. It boggles my mind that someone could love a character so much and not go, holy shit, there's like this many years of stuff. I could go read about this. I could see him in other adventures. Go out there and buy a book, guys. Just go buy something. All right, guys. I hope you have a good Christmas or whatever holiday you celebrate. I celebrate Christmas, so Merry fucking Christmas to me. All right, guys. Have a great night. See ya. I got fat.